jolly swagman camped by a billabong.
G'day, welcome to On the Road Australia. In this episode we'll be paying a visit to Jenolan Caves up at the Blue Mountains. It's really a marvellous place to visit, so come along, let's have a bit of a look, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So I'll be showing you some slides and videos of my previous visits to Jenolan Caves and also some current ones. Of a few different types of caves anyway. The Jenolan Caves are located 175 kilometres from Sydney via the M4 Great Western Highway. The route is 129 kilometres on the highway and 46 kilometres on the Jenolan Caves Road, which at places is so narrow that the road becomes one way into the caves between 11:45 am and 1:15 pm. The caves are 793 metres above sea level. So come along and let's have a bit of a look at the history of the caves and also some videos and slides on my previous and recent visits there. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
'Cause we are one.
This road is known as the 5 Mile. It leads down to the Grand Arch at the entrance to the caves, as you'll see here. Quite spectacular driving through here, and then we go through quite narrow and make our way up to what's called Caves House. Built in 1898 by the New South Wales State Government and altered in 1909, 1914 and 1923, Caves House is an example of what is known as a modified Queen Anne style. It is worth exploring. The dining room belongs to a different era, as does the main stairway. Many of the rooms have been modified, but the ancient plumbing and corridors have ensured that the changes have been modest. It was a centrepiece for the caves in their tourist heyday of the 1920s and 1930s when tourists had to stay overnight. This is the staff accommodation block, located at the back of Caves House. Jenolan Caves were known to the local Aboriginal population for many thousands of years as Bin Numia, meaning dark places. European involvement in the area began in 1838, with the first recorded discovery by a local pastoralist, James Whalen. However, according to legend, Whalen was not the first European to set eyes on the caves. That honour goes to James McEwen, an ex-convict and possibly an outlaw, reputed to have been using the caves as a hideout. Over the succeeding years, James Whalen and his brother Charles discovered several openings. The Elder Cave was discovered in 1848. It was the first dark cave explored. In 1860, the Lucas Cave, largest of the current show caves, was discovered by Nicholas Irwin and George Whiting. In 1867, Jeremiah Wilson was appointed as Keeper of the Binder, or Fish River Caves. The Aboriginal word, Jenolan, meaning high mountain, was not adopted until 1884. In the 1880s, Jenolan began to emerge as a genuine tourist destination. Jeremiah Wilson, an extraordinary caver, had explored to the end of the Elder Cave. In 1879, he had descended a shaft and rock pile to discover the Imperial Cave. This was soon followed by the discovery of the Left Imperial Cave in 1880. Development began within the caves, including pathways and the protection of formations. An accommodation house was constructed in 1887. Permanent electric lighting was also installed. Wilson continued his exploration, discovering the Jersey Cave in 1891 and the glorious Jubilee Cave in 1893. The present-day Caves House was constructed in 1898 after fire partially destroyed the original buildings. By the turn of the century, Jenolan was a well-established and thriving tourist destination. Today, Jenolan is the most popular tourist destination in country New South Wales, with over 230,000 visitors annually enjoying the wonders of the 11 show caves and an ever-increasing number of entering into the world of adventure caving. Over 160 years since the first Europeans stumbled upon the vast openings of the Grand Arch and the Devil's Coach House Cave, the magic of Jenolan is still leaving its mark on visitors. Jenolan is as timeless as it is unforgettable. So let's have a bit of a look around the caves now.
When it follows the same path, of course, it forms on the outside edge all the time. If forming on the outside edge, it makes it go down and out at the same time. Short. This is the Grand Stalactites, so they're most of the coals, is what they call Grand Stalactites.
Oh wow.
Taking a video.
Okay.
What's all this down here? It's the river.
Oh. Wow, look, it's all white.
Nice colour, isn't it? The cow.
Very white.
Not
It doesn't look real.
cloudy like that. Normally crystal clear.
But it's cold.
No, it's not.
It's not.
14 degrees.
Oh, okay. It's nice, isn't it?
I haven't seen anything like it. Oh, wow.
They start to get a bit fatter and they end up looking a little like, they look a bit like carrots, as you can see up through there. You can see some of the larger ones up there, that one there in particular. These all hang on very tight to the roof. This is the coronation dome, from right down the very bottom to the top. We're around about 42 metres in height, so it's really high. Probably the second highest dome that we have here at Jenolan. And when you're ready, I'm going to start turning all the rest of the lights on now. Everything lit up. And if anybody wants to use a torch now, you're more than welcome, folks. To look into little places, little tiny areas that you haven't been able to look into. By all means, use the torch. So, when this was discovered, the chap that discovered these chambers here, he was actually reading a book called Sinbad the Sailor. And Sinbad the Sailor was on his journey through the Orient. This is how this cave got its name. And we're just starting to do the journey through the Orient now, and we're in Persia. This chamber we call Persia, and it's the most highly decorated chamber we have here at Jenolan. Please do. There you go.
Right, sir? Because it's dark. It's gone to black and white because it's night vision. It goes to night vision.
Followed by the White Nile coming towards us.
Light's all finished. Oh, that's pretty.
Now the White Nile has huge numbers of little tiny, really varying shapes of little, what we call crystal rim pools. Now crystal rim pools form when the water that's heavily saturated with crystal sits in a shallow depression on the floor of the cave.
Sea coming down the river cave where I showed you, and from time to time people come in here and I'll see them standing sometimes here, very often seen in all different parts of the cave. And the description of Mr. Wyberg standing in different parts of this cave. I don't know.
But it would sort of confirm, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not quite sure how I'd react if I turned around and saw somebody standing there right now.
That's the keys.
I don't really know how I'd feel with it.
I think it'd be better in a group of people.
Definitely.
Lock us in.
Push the button.
We're locked in.
Now push.
Okay.
MacGyver. Sunlight.
Yeah, I'm going to be blinded.
Fresh air.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, I thought it would be so bright out here
And
now.
it's hot.
Oh, feel the temperature change. Ooh. probably other birds.
Anyway, thanks for watching and hope you come back next time. Hooroo! Just watch it. It's a bit windy there. You see, with the updrafts.
Yeah,
It's really hitting it. Look, so get out of control a little bit. Settle down. This
one?
Yeah, it's there, yeah. Is it running?
No.
It's the one Steve did. Comes into this.
Yeah, no, going back up. Yeah.
Oh, it's sister. Is he the maintenance guy too, is he?
No, the member. Mr. Paul Till.
No, I thought you were talking about Russell. That's all, okay.
Deputy Premier.
Ah.
That's the can fix his place.
You think of the school holidays and get into it, wouldn't you? Like, how much money are you going to lose? Are you driving the bus?
Yeah.
What happened to Michael? Michael was driving it.
Sorry? Yeah, we take turns.
Oh, okay. Look at this, guys. You got your camera? Yeah.
I got my phone. Dad's got the camera.
Oh.
Did you bring it down with him? I don't think he did.
Can you take a photo, mate?
On my phone, your phone wasn't nothing.
You know, use this one.
No, we can't.
You might be able to see part of it from here. So it's the ground arch, you can't go through at the moment. There's rocks falling down. Where's your dad?
He went to his line.
It's tall as he. Far out.
I went to here.